just so that we're clear, the idea behind random downloads is that they're really not so random. Let me make this very, very clear. I do not believe in coincidence. So, angel number light code 545. Angel number light code 599. So you may want to look into those, but hold on, let me unlock this phone and let me this is a perfect time to I guess activate quote unquote Siri. I mean, they have access to everything anyway, right? I don't really care for Siri, but I guess just for the video recording's sake, I think it'll be interesting. So, how do I use Siri? Oh, okay, hold on. Press the button down. Okay, my Siri's not turned on. Siri. Siri helps you get things done just by asking. Siri can even make suggestions before you ask in apps, search, and keyboards. I bet you can, Siri. To use Siri, press and hold the home button or say, "Hi Siri," anytime. So, yeah, the way I've used Siri before, if you go back in the videos, it was in the, I think it was called Reminders, Armor, and Protection. So, and that video, I think I also mentioned the idea of coincidence and how I don't believe in it. But you would have to watch that video to know what I'm talking about more in depth. But yeah, let me turn on Siri. So turn on Siri. Hello, Siri. Okay. Oh. Hello, Siri.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Van Gogh.
Oh, you know my name?
You're Van Gogh. That's what you told me, anyway.
When did I tell you that? When did I tell you that?
I'm not sure I understand.
I bet you don't.
I don't know what that means. If you like, I can search the web for. I bet you don't.
Okay. So, let me get serious now. So, Siri, define coincidence.
A remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yes.
Correspondence in nature or in time of occurrence. Do you want to hear the last one?
Okay.
The presence of ionizing particles or other objects in two or more detectors simultaneously, or of two or more signals simultaneously in a circuit.
All right. So, we heard all those definitions, but the first one, coincidence, noun, a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. Said casual, but yeah, casual as well, because you could just be sitting at home, right, doing nothing, everything down and out. I've been there, like waiting on a call or waiting for something to happen, and literally, I mean, to me, I know in those moments, the moment I let go of the idea and just said it's above me now, that's when snap, 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 things start to move, and it's just like, yo. So the idea that for me anyway, that things happen without apparent causal connection, that I don't believe that. And then the idea, a remarkable concurrence. So let's define remarkable. Siri, define remarkable.
Remarkable means worthy of attention, striking.
So, like, okay, like a oh shit moment, quote unquote. So, wow, okay, angel number light code 55, angel number light code 11, angel number light code, what is it? 111. So, let's put it in order: 11, 55, and 111. So, you could look into those as well if you feel led to. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. Dang. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, shit. Okay, so I just remembered something, but yeah, wow, angel number 1111. So yeah, anyways, so I had to go back. I just had a oh shit moment realizing what I was stumbling upon. So yeah, the idea of like just oh shit moments where things that like just come out of left field, but in the way they were always kind of in the workings, because if you were doing something or not doing something, putting in that effort to make that outcome happen. And it happens in reverse too. Like if you're putting energy into, I guess, I don't even want to say lower, but more like shadow, because it's like light and then shadow, because, I don't know, I don't want to just give, I don't know, a bad rep or like just rag on just quote unquote low frequency like behaviors, because in the end of the day, it's yin and yang, it's balance. You need to learn how to balance the two, not just fake balance the two. So the idea of it being remarkable, let me go back now. Okay, Siri, define coincidence. Oh, see, I don't even know how to work this thing. Hold on. Siri, define coincidence.
A remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. Do you want to hear the next one?
So, yeah, okay. So, Oh, now you want to listen to me?
I'm here.
Man, are you...
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Siri, define coincidence.
A remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. Okay, you see, this is what I mean. Wow, angel number 555. So, angel number light code 555. So, okay. Now, okay.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh. Okay, I'm done with Siri for a while. I had to close out. I just took a screenshot of the definition. So, coincidence, noun, a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. So, a remarkable. So, what I was just talking about, those quote unquote oh shit moments where things just come out of left field, is just like amazing. It's just like, wow, right on time. It was right on time. Like any a split second later, it would have just been catastrophe. So you want me to believe that something just came out of left field without it coming from somewhere? Nah. I mean, yeah, that's the idea of a miracle. Now we could get into miracles now, and that's, to me, that's quote unquote the real definition of, like, I guess, and coincidence, not coincidence, the real definition. Yeah, the real, okay, because I'm jumping ahead of myself now, but yeah, that would be a better suited definition in my opinion. But hold on, before I even come to that conclusion, let's go into the definition of miracles. So
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, define miracle.
Miracle means a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency.
Okay. Oh, I lost it. Okay, we're gonna have to listen to it again. So I guess someone again needs to hear it twice. So, Siri, define.
You don't have the latest podcasts app.
Siri, define miracle.
Miracle means a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency.
Can you read the next one? Okay, now you see this thing listens to me when it wants to. Like, I don't know how to like explain. Like, when I touched it, like when we were beginning, I had to tap the little swirly thing in the bottom, but then I didn't have to tap it. It was just listening to me, and now it's not listening to anything that I'm saying, and making a big deal and acting stupid. So anyways, the next definition that they have is a highly improbable or extraordinary event, development, or accomplishment that brings very welcome consequences. And the last one is an amazing product or achievement or an outstanding example of something. So, damn, I lost it. I couldn't take a screenshot of it. But, I mean, to me, both the definition, all the definitions for those two words, coincidence and miracle, they're very similar to me. But people try and separate them, right? So my whole thing is replace the word coincidence with miracle, but not even that, because now I guess, I'm not trying to confuse you, but like, this is a quote unquote random download, so I'm just going off the top. So let me define. Oh yeah, for video's sake, let's bring up fucking, oops, my bad. Let's bring Siri, sorry. Siri, define synchronicity.
The simultaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related, but have no discernible causal connection. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Another term for synchrony, sense 1.
Siri, define synchrony.
Simultaneous action, development, or occurrence. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Synchronic treatment or study.
Okay, now when Siri was reading the definition, I then started thinking of symphony. I used to be in a jazz band and I played the clarinet, and each instrument had its different piece of music, and it was either like in treble clef or bass clef, different sections and then different notes and all of that. You read them differently, tuned differently, and when it all came together, it became it became something greater. So in a band, you could just have one instrument, and you see this in like cartoons and movies all the time. And what do they call them? Montages, where it could be like a first it's like a tap, like something random like that, right? And then at the same time while that tap is going, it'll be another like random sound, like, and that's while that tap is going on, right? And like, I can't do both, but like you see, like and it adds more components and more components, and they all meld together at the perfect time. So knowing all of that and knowing the definitions of those three words, I feel like really it's just meant to confuse you or try to confuse you as to what's really going on. Miracles happen every day, B. They do. They do, but I don't know. I think then that kind of leads into this idea of why did it happen at that exact place and time. I believe that you know, you were in that exact point in time to receive that particular outcome because you followed your higher guidance, your intuition, those nudges that prompted you to get there in the first place. And the key is waiting patiently no matter what's going on. If you know you're doing what you're supposed to do, just just grinding it out, thugging it out, and I think that's where things get kind of, harder in a sense, especially if you are caught up in, I guess, other aspects of the, program or the game, because now I could bring this back into what I was talking about with The Sims, that game, and there's like different expansion packs, right? That create the whole game in its entirety. But like, let's see, they have, I don't know, they have different, like, I know they have like university, pets, like nightlife, I think they have like some like island, like Caribbean, like island thing. They have like different, like, actually, let's see, Sims expansion packs. Okay, I just see a flyer. Okay. They have Sims, Island Living, Get Together, Get Famous, Get to Work, Cats and Dogs, City Living. So, and I can't see the one under, and Seasons, right? So, the idea of, if you not getting caught up in, one aspect of the game, just because it's easy to do that. Like, you just focus on the expansion pack, and then like kind of like, you just focus on it. So the other parts of the game, not necessarily that they're lacking, because The Sims is just that's what you're deciding to do in that moment. But so yeah, you focus on it, and basically you lose sight and you lose sense of, like, I guess, quote unquote, the whole game journey, however you want to interpret it, right? And not only that, but like just trying to like link it back when you're focused, because like in the Sims, I guess a very like important aspect like of the game is like, because they, before it wasn't an open world, it was like before you created your family or whatever, right? You created your family and or your person or your household, and you're interacting with the rest of the world, but like the timelines aren't like, I guess, the same. It wasn't, I guess the word was congruent. So that was something that, you know, a lot of gamers, especially myself, kind of even you know, we really wanted to see like an aging like feature, and like while you're playing in your house, like things are happening outside and things are progressing. You know what I'm saying? The thing was in the other like Sims, because the Sim expansion packs that I mentioned was like the fourth one, like in Sims 1 and I believe in Sims 2 as well, like interactions in your house basically stayed to like in your house. Like things happened in other people's houses, quote unquote, but nothing like major. You see what I mean? Like nothing major, like you had control over that. But in the newer ones, it was kind of like they took that away with when they added that whole aging and like, you know, continue, I think it was called continuous story. But yeah, I haven't played Sims in a minute because that's a whole different game that will have you wrapped up. I want to play Sims in real life, so but like, you know, it's fun to go back. I do have some projects in mind that but yeah, I do have some projects in mind, so like stay tuned for just stay tuned. But anyways, but yeah, the idea that of like this aging and continuous, like, you know, you can't control what's going on outside anymore. Like you have to like interact more and be more mindful of the time because you're aging as well, right? So I guess trying to like, I guess bring tie it all in together as you're on your journey or your life path or your path or I call it like your itinerary, your life itinerary. You're doing what, I guess you're supposed to be at destination. The destination is basically death, right? Because we live and then we die. Those two things are certain. Everything else is uncertainty. We don't know anything. Like Game of Thrones, you know nothing, Jon Snow. So you know nothing. Insert your name. I know nothing. I know nothing for certain. Except that my cards don't lie. Yeah, I had to say that. My cards don't lie. So, like, yeah. Okay, so those are another thing that I know for certain, that energy doesn't lie. Your intuition, what you know to be true, you must follow that to a T, because that's what's going to get you to these quote unquote these miracles, these quote unquote coincidences. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe the true word, like I had said before, had Siri read before, is synchronicity. But yeah, like I guess looking at everyone's life journey while being patient, quote unquote, can be really, I guess, daunting, and just like, I won't even say daunting, but just like it could be draining. It could be very draining, especially if you're caught up in, like, you know, this a certain expansion pack. That's what I was getting to. So like if you're caught up in the material world expansion pack, quote unquote, you're You're going to be focused on, not